Can't let nobody come in our house, man, and take what's ours, man.
I know.
Let's go out here and let these boys feel today, man. Let's go, man. Fly around, have fun. DB's on 3, 1, 2, 3.
Remember, energy today. We owe these boys, but more importantly, we stay in control of our destiny. Come out here and take care of business today, and let the chips fall where they may. Playmakers on 3, 1, 2, 3. Playmakers. Here we go.
It's a division game at home. We know what this was about, right? Hey, yeah. All we need is all you got. You got 20 snaps. We need it all. You got 80 snaps. We need it all. Bring everything you got. We play together. One heartbeat. One breath. Let's go. Yeah, guys. On 3, 1, 2, 3. Let's
go, baby. Josh, have a good one now. Yeah. Playmakers on 3, 1, 2, 3. Playmakers.
Let's go, baby. Game time.
Matthew leans in, wants to throw, sets, throws, does. It is caught. Marvin Jones, nice catch in traffic. Lions bring 4. Barkley back, sets, throws, knocked up in the air, and incomplete. Raphael Bush got a hand on it. This is like you'd see on the final play of a half or a game. Stafford rolling right, looking for somewhere to go. Doubles back. There is a flag down. Now he loads and throws deep. Wants Marvin Jones, who comes back and makes the catch down at the 18-yard line. Matthew takes, throws, it is caught. Washington inside the 10. He fell before he could get full stride. Look at him fight for extra yards and fight for the first down. Here's the snap. Stafford back, sets, throws right side. It is caught by Bolden. Touchdown, Detroit Lions. Bolden came cutting right in front of Eric Ebron. Made the catch, 16 yards for the score.
Nice run. Nice work.
Jordan Howard is off earlier.
Barkley takes the snap, back to pass, looks, rolling, hit, still alive, now he's not, going down, sack, back outside the 50-yard line. Kerry Hyder got him.
Let's go in there, right? Let's go.
8-0.
Stafford's got it, back, looks, back backing up, looking for somewhere to go. Stafford's going to tuck it and run. Stafford at the 5, 3, 2, 1, end zone. Touchdown, Detroit Lions. Oh, Matthew took it home. Barkley's got it, back to pass, deep drop, sets, throws over the middle, it is knocked away and incomplete. This game is over. The Lions hang on to win it, number 9 on the year.
Oh, yeah.
That's why they used to call it the black and blue division, man. Yep. Right there, right? Tough, hard-nosed game. Defense, another great week, man. Another great job. Held them to 10 points, right? 7 times in a row we kept them down below what, Bill?
7 times in a row.
7 times in a row,
First time
man.
since 61.
That's a nice job, man. Up front, the other thing, we talked about out rushing, and we had 114 yards rushing. And actually, we had 88 in the second half, which was strong, right?
Oh, yeah.
And then we got some stuff that's not going to show up on the stat sheet, man. Those 2 penalties that Ziggy drew one and Haloti drew the other at the end of the game, man, were huge, right? Those are huge. Just like anything else, all year long, man, what we've been able to do is we've been able to answer. They end up picking us off and taking it in. Offense takes it right back down the field and sticks it in the end zone, man. That was a nice job, right? Gutsy play all along. And then the guy that kind of limped in the end zone, bad finger. Now he's epitomized black and blue division right here. Come on in here, Staff.
Hey, nice job. Great win. Like you said, let's get in tomorrow. Take care of our bodies. Get ready to beat these Giants now. Let's go Lions on 3. 1, 2, 3. Lions!
One quarterback great in Russell Wilson to another quarterback who's been playing great, Matthew Stafford. Not to say I told you so, but he just might be playing the best football of his career. In his first season without Calvin Johnson, Stafford is rewriting the record books. Our own Mark Kriegel sat down with Matt to discuss his historic fourth quarter comebacks and how he's led his team to the top of the NFC North. Take a look.
Clock moving, down to 20 seconds to go. Needing the end zone for a victory.
You're down a score late in the fourth quarter. You can have anyone you want in the league. Who's your quarterback?
I mean, I'm taking me. I want the ball.
This game is over.
That is a finish.
And the Lions are back on top.
I take a lot of pride in those situations. Having the ball at the end of the game in my hand is where I want to be.
Let's get this one now. Let's go.
If I had the choice to be, up by 7 with the lead and watching our defense play, or, down by 7 with the ball in my hands, I'm taking the ball in my hands every time.
My colleague, Nate Burleson, said he's seen you hurt. He's seen you blasted, but he's never seen you scared. Is that accurate?
Yeah, man, I'm good. I think your demeanor as a quarterback is as big as anything.
I can play, right? No. I can throw the ball if you need me to throw the ball.
I almost enjoy it more to, take a big hit and make a great throw than to have the perfect pocket and make the great throw.
Why do they believe in you?
Partially probably because I've done it.
Clock! Time! Matthew took it across, and the Lions have taken the lead.
But also, I think you just have to be yourself.
Coach Cooter comes on. He's your offensive coordinator now. He's not much older than you. How did you guys get along?
He has, a lot of appreciation for playing the position of quarterback because he's done it. When he was just my quarterback coach my first year in 2014, there were times where we were butting heads. But ever since he's taken over, and really, that smoothed over so much.
How about that quarterback?
God, that was a perfect check. You can teach a quarterback a new scheme, yes? Mm-hmm. You can teach a guy to get the ball out faster. Can you teach a guy what Matthew has late in the fourth quarter when you're down?
I think that's very difficult to do. I think some of that's built into the man
built into the person that's doing that. There's not been a time this year where we've broken that huddle on that last drive or whatever the situation was, where we didn't think, okay, we're going to go score here and win the game. He's built that confidence in me and in us as a staff.
Megatron, you did it again. Calvin hauled it in.
He is now officially retired.
Most great quarterbacks have a great receiver. Has losing the best receiver of his generation forced you to become a better quarterback?
I think so. A different quarterback for sure. I think when you have Calvin in the game, you feel like you have to give him the ball. Now we just have a bunch of guys who, when it's one-on-one, they're good options. It's making me just a little bit more disciplined in my progressions. I think quarterbacks make their money in situational football. I know that's the only way I know how to operate, is wanting the ball, wanting those situations. Would love to be up 21, but kind of love being down 3 and, having the opportunity to go win the game.
Matthew Stafford there, which brings us right to our Week 15 games we're most excited to see. Little drum roll for Peter Schrager.
Thanks, Kay. Mark Kriegel did a great job with Matthew Stafford right there. And what you saw was late game heroics. And whether it's born into you or whether it's just something that you've got to learn. And for Stafford, I think it is something that's natural. He just has it. And we're going to need to see it for not only this week, but for the next 3 weeks. But I'm starting on Sunday, 1 p.m., MetLife, frigid weather. Now the Lions have to come outside, and they've got to play a playoff contender. And it isn't the Chicago Bears. This is the New York Giants defense that just held the Cowboys to 7 points. I look at the Giants side of this thing. They've got to win out also. They need to take care of business here, beat the Eagles, then beat the Redskins. But when it comes down to it, you've got Joe Buck, Aikman, Aaron Andrews on the call. It's the national Fox game at 1 o'clock. And last year, Week 15, that 1 o'clock game was that crazy Josh Norman versus Odell Beckham game. All the country is going to be watching. It's freezing everywhere. So I know they played on Thanksgiving against the Vikings, but to me, this is the chance for the Lions in front of a national audience to finally get off that kids' table and go to the adult table and say, we can beat a real playoff contender. I cannot wait for this game. Bring your Snuggies, bring your cozy sleeping bags, because it's going to be freezing. And the Lions, Kay, they haven't played an outdoor game since October. So let's see how they handle the weather. Let's see how they handle the pressure. And most importantly, let's see how they handle the spotlight. I can't wait for this one.
We always talk about tests, and passing tests is a huge one for the Lions. I agree with you, Peter Schrager. They're the game I'm most looking forward to.
And I love more than some Saturday NFL, and that is what I'm looking forward to. Yeah. Jets, Dolphins. You ever go to a fancy restaurant, and after you order, the waiter comes by and says, oh, the chef sends this out with his compliments. And it's like this little appetizer or something. Yeah. Sometimes it's like some Peking duck. That's always what I like. That's my flavor. Now listen, what I love to do on Saturday is I love to sit down on the couch. I get all my ducks in a row. And normally I watch a movie. Like I have an old DVD, I think, of Howard the Duck, or if Calvin's still awake, my son will watch some DuckTales. Woo! And but what I like about this is the Jets, you think, look at the Jets, they're a sitting duck right now. I mean, it's been a long season. And, the Dolphins are kind of wounded without their quarterback. So what do? You wrap some duct tape around it. And you put the new quarterback in, Matt Moore. And you go duck hunting. Like we said, sometimes, guys, it's just water off a duck's back. And that's what they say to do all the time. So I'm into some Saturday football because I don't want it all on Sunday. I want that appetizer. I just like duck, duck, goose on Saturday. Duck, duck, gray goose. Duck, duck, Canada goose. That'll be my Saturday. Duck talk, right? Exactly right. Exactly. So I'm into it. Long, duck, dong, all that stuff. I like it. And guys, I'm in. That's my game I'm looking forward to. That's it.
I like it.
We have a promo, too, by the way. Everybody just duck and cover. Hold on. Don't forget, it is a Thursday Night Football special on a Saturday. Look at that. How cool is that? Thursday Night Football on Saturday. Jarvis Landry and the Dolphins take on Brandon Marshall and the Jets. Dolphins, Jets tomorrow, 8:15 Eastern, only on NFL Duckwork. No, NFL Network. That's right.
Hashtag Team McPhee, Kyle Brandt. You're such a great work brother. If I ever told you that. Show number 100 here on Good Morning Football. GMFB to Aaron Rodgers. We have an injury update facing Vic Fangio's Chicago defense. And I did not, in fact, say that. I'm sorry to anyone out there who might be offended by that, because it was a mistake. I completely misspoke. Why are we talking about
Is anybody offended at this table by that? Forget about out there.
This wouldn't happen.
Highly offended.
This never would have happened.
Good Morning Football.
If Peter was here, he would have prevented me from saying that.
Well, let's talk to Peter. Did Peter catch that?
Schrags.
Peter, hey, what's up,
I've always got your back, Kay.
I know.
I've always got your back. Those guys are out to get you. I've got your back. We hate eggnog. We're together on that.
We are
Trust
together.
me, Kay. I've always got your back. I'll say this. I messed up today. I said that it's going to be cold weather at that Giant-Lions game. I got about 1,000 tweets from Giants fans like, dude, it's going to be 40 or 50 degrees. Listen to me. I've been wronged by Sam Champion. I have been wronged by John Elliott. I have been wronged by Lonnie, whatever the guy is in New York. It's going to be cold. Trust me. I don't care what they say. It's going to be cold, and the Lions have to play outdoors, something they haven't done since October. But wow, the weather guys on Twitter really got me. I'm sorry, everyone. I'm sorry.
A big test for Detroit, of course. Really quick, playing in record setting. We're talking 7-degree Soldier Field.
Yeah.
How tough is that going to be on the passing game?
I've been there. I remember playing -15 in Denver and sitting in that locker room trying to be tough.
Yeah.
I looked at my guys. I said, hey, I got to go out, do the punt return pregame. I'll be right back. I'm going to go test the cold. No sleeves. I'm tough. I walked out, caught some punts, shivering. I'm talking about weather cutting straight to the bone. I walked in, I said, hey, guys, I was wrong. Grab your sleeves. Let's go to the back. Let's figure this out. We got Vaseline.
I love the sleeves. No sleeves
We put
debate.
chili powder in our shoes. We got heating packs and
I'm
stuffed
sorry, you
them
put
everywhere.
what in your shoes?
Chili powder. I don't know. It was
Like
some
from
remedy.
the spice
There's
rack?
always one dude in the locker room that got a country remedy, and you're like, bring that over here. I'll try it. So
I'm sorry, chili powder
I know
in your
it doesn't work.
cleats?
Yeah, chili powder. Like it's supposed to. Chili powder's supposed to heat up your skin if you put it on. I know. I tried it. It didn't work. So
Okay, we got to try that for you out here. The set is cold.
I'm about to put it in my
and
heels.
we
Absolutely.
had broth on the sideline. Here's the thing. You can try everything. You can even have the heaters on the
Is
sideline.
it up here?
It's all mental. It's all mental. You're either tough enough to withstand the weather conditions or you're not.
Is it tough if you're on a losing team? Like if you're on the Bears to get hyped for a game like that in the cold?
Nah, okay.
That's right, because they can spoil
Cold
the
is cold.
Packers' season.
The one thing you have to worry about when you're catching the ball, because for me, being a receiver, my fingers would go numb, and it would start with my pinky and it would work all the way down, and I would go to the sideline, heat them up, and as soon as I left the heater in the sideline, they would just go numb. So right around the third and fourth quarter, it felt like you were catching a brick, and it was the most painful stuff you can deal with during a game. Even more painful than getting hit in the cold was catching a ball from a quarterback that's throwing it as hard as he can because he can't feel it. So he's putting all of his effort into it, and it's hitting your hands, and basically feels like your fingers are shattering.
I'm still stuck on chili powder. But
Can you imagine? So am I. Can you imagine how the fans would have to gear up for this game? Because when I'm hearing coldest game ever at Soldier Field, like I've been to some crazy ones. There was a Monday night game maybe 10 years ago, Bears Falcons. It was the Michael Vick Falcons, and I was actually terrified. I was so cold because I couldn't feel the lower half of my body. And I remember your guy Jim Moore, the coach you had in Seattle. He was coach of the Falcons at the time, and he was all over sports media the next day because he didn't wear gloves or a hat, and he looked like a complete madman. That night, there's no way it could be colder than that night, and yet I hear it's going to break the record of Soldier Field.
I want to bring up a brand that rhymes with Canada Schmoose, but I feel like we need a sponsorship from them if we keep talking about it.
Yeah, and we should stay away from the waterfowl, like goose and whatnot. Let's leave them all alone, right? We've had enough waterfowl already.
We'll be back after this. It is our 100th episode here.
I got hands for days, Kay. Keep throwing.
Speaking of 100, Tom Brady won his 100th career regular season home game this past Monday against the Ravens. Brady's 100th win, our 100th show. We'll be back. We'll be back.